Good morning and hello, I'm Professor Code. This is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review for Wednesday the 5th of October 2022. Look at yesterday's results then for Tuesday the 4th. We were at Huntington on the National Hunt, the 140. We're on this number 2, Genie, came second at 4 to 1. We got initially £1.50 per £8 unit, it's £150 for us at 5.8 to 1. And then we topped it up as it drifted, as we said on the video. Another £100 or £1 per £8 unit at 7 to 1. So we got about an average of 6s on that. So we had £2.50 per £8 unit, £2.50 for us at 0.3125 exposure. Now the eventual winner was this Get the Pot, which won at 5 to 2, number 6. Now that's not the whole story really. That race was the last race to be run at Huntington. They only had 2 races. And due to the slippery conditions. Now if you read the running comments for Genie, it's just full of it slipped down the back straight, slip. Now the likelihood is this horse was running with the handbrake on to look after itself after a while, but there's no excuses really, because this Get the Pot obviously handled the slippery conditions reasonably well. If you look back in the form there, it won at I think it was Huntington or Stratford at 2 mile 4, which is a little bit quicker. So that sort of explains it. But anyway, the result was messed up due to the ground conditions, and the likelihood is we didn't see quite the true running of Genie. But anyway, it came second and we lost. So the accounts come down again at plus 68.5 units in profit overall. So the losing run continues. We've had an unseated, a faller, a slippery surface abandonment, and close second at 9 to 1. So it's been a pain in the neck really. But anyway, we'll stop it there and write up today's racing. Right, we're back. We've written up today's racing then for Wednesday the 5th of October. We've got no filter one, which is our structural filter, no ratio filter. We do have an alternate. It's at Sedgefield on the National Hunt at 4 o'clock. It's a mare's novice hurdle, class 4, 4-year-old plus 2 mile 3, 188 yards, good to soft, basically 2.5 miles. What do we know about Sedgefield National Hunt at about 2.5 miles? Well, we know it's mid-range on the speed. It's literally not fast and it's not slow. It's bang right in the middle really, so gives you some context. There's 3 horses in contention as far as we're concerned. There's this number 5, the Moose, the likely favourite at 10 to 11. What do we know about that? Well, it won a point to point. And this will be its first run over hurdles. Yes, over hurdles. And the second it beat in the point to point was true or false. Pretty moderate horse if you look at that. So we're going to take that one on. So we're going to take Thamusa on, and that leaves us with this number 2, Lady Stanwix, which is also front end short price at 5 to 4ish. There's 103.4% over round at the moment. It's going to be some drift, and hopefully they'll go for this horse and push this one out. We're going to try and use this as an anchor. What do we know about Lady Stanwix? It ran on the 31st of the 7th market race in National Hunt Flat, where it won 2.5 mile furlong good. And that's a little bit slower, so it won on a slower track. It then went out to Perth on the 21st of the 9th September. Recently, novice hurdle for mares, 2 mile 4, 2.5 miles good. And that's about the right speed pace profile. So it started out having pretty poor jumping, that horse. It looked a bit shambolic early on, but got the hang of it, and it's likely to learn it. And the way it it ran on, it will get its act together, and it's likely to improve, that horse. And it's got the sort of backup profile of the race as well. So we're going to be looking to stick about £1 per £8 unit as an anchor to give us a break-even hedge, small loss on our main selection. Now the main selection is this Reeve de Nima, however you say it, number 3. And what do we know about that? Well, it's had one run on 22nd of the 1st this year, so January. Taunton National Hunt flat mares, 2 miles, half a furlong, good to soft. The good to soft is the key here. It's good to soft here. We've got another half a mile to go. And the thing about Taunton is it's quick. Taunton is quick, and if you look at the running of Rive de Nîmes, you can see it came from the back and then moved quite nicely through the field and stayed on and going forward. And this, bear in mind, that's good to soft, so the ground's right, but the track's a little bit quicker, a fair bit quicker. So it should come into its own on at Sedgefield at 2.5 miles. And we've managed to get £2 per £8 unit, so that's £200 for us at 8 to 1. So that's a pretty decent price on that one. So once we haven't actually put this anchor on yet because the odds are about 5 to 4, and we expecting some drift. Now, if they really tighten up on Lady Stanwicks and it goes to sort of evens or 10 to 11. We may not even do the anchor and we'll take the hit again. But if it manages to go out about 6 to 4, 7 to 4, then we'll stick this pound anchor on and give us exposure of £3 per £8 unit, which is 0.3125 of a unit, so just under a third of a unit. So that's where we're at. We'll have to see how the market progresses. So the one we really like is this Rive de Nîmes, and that's going to be the profit driver. We may or may not put this anchor horse on Lady Stanwicks, which she thinks pretty decent. It's going to improve, and we can forgive it early if he's jumping, as it was its first time on. First time on hurdles. So that's where we are. Let's hopefully we'll get a result. We've been ploughing through the mud and recently in terms of results, but it will turn. And that's just the way it goes. So anyway, if you're a new subscriber, welcome. Generally, thanks for watching and goodbye.